Hello, fellow patriots, and welcome back to Red, Rights, and You. I'm Tim Andrews, and today we're talking about the debate that just shook up the world. The Vance versus Walz vice presidential debate. Okay, I may be exaggerating just a little bit, but let me tell you, folks, our man JD Vance showed up ready to play. Now, if you missed it, don't worry, I got you covered on this one. On one side, we had J.D. Vance, Ohio's fearless conservative champion, and on the other, Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, who tried to bring the kind of energy that made him nod off during a BLM riot tire fire. Let's talk about J.D. Vance first. Our guy J.D. came out swinging like a fighter with something to prove, and boy, did he prove it. He was smooth, intelligent, and relatable. He took on Walz, the moderator's unfair questions, and a muted microphone with ease. Before answering one question, he criticized a moderator for breaking their own rules. Then he fact-checked the fact-checkers on something they tried to catch him on. He was on fire. I was expecting him to wave people in while yelling, "Come on, who's next?" He is prepared to tackle any question from anybody, all while killing them with kindness, gratitude, and good manners, just how the party of joy, hope, and good vibes likes it. From the very start, Vance made it clear that he's not just another politician spouting the same old lines. He's a man of action, raised by his Meemaw, a voice for the people who've been forgotten by the elites. He's got that rare combination of intellect and gumption. Think of him as a guy who reads War and Peace for fun, but also knows how to change a tire on a muddy Ohio back road. JD started with the economy, and he didn't pull any punches. He made it clear that the Biden administration's reckless spending and misguided policies have driven inflation through the roof, and who's paying for it? Not the coastal elites, that's for sure. It's hardworking Americans who can't catch a break. Vance was on fire as he talked about bringing back manufacturing jobs, restoring pride in American industry, and getting the government off our backs so businesses can thrive. And his stance on immigration, it was like watching a masterclass. Vance didn't just rehash the same old lines about building a wall. He laid out a vision for securing our borders and protecting American workers. He knows the stakes. Illegal immigration drives down our wages, weakens our communities, and threatens our national security. And Vance has the plan to fix it. He's not afraid to take the tough stance because he understands that we can't have a strong nation without strong borders. But where Vance really hit it out of the park was his takedown of the Democrats' climate agenda. He called it what it is, an elite-driven fantasy that does nothing for the average American. As JD so aptly put it, they want you to buy a $60,000 electric car, but they can't even keep the lights on in California. And he's right. Why should we follow the Democrats down this green rabbit hole when the solutions are staring us right in the face? Vance offered a clear path. Invest in American energy, unleash our natural resources, and create high-paying jobs that don't involve forcing everyone to ride a bike to work. Now let's talk about Tim Walz. Walz came to this debate thinking he could coast on his Minnesota nice routine and a lot of talk about unity. And sure, that might work at a school board meeting, but this is the big leagues. While Vance was laying out real solutions, Walz was busy trying to make health care sound exciting. Look, we've heard it all before, Tim. You can wave around the Affordable Care Act like it's the Holy Grail, but at the end of the day, people don't want more government in their lives. They want government to get out of the way. And Walz's immigration stance, well, he tried to downplay the crisis at the border by calling for compassionate solutions. But let's be real. The only thing that's compassionate is enforcing the law and protecting American citizens. Walz spent half the debate trying to walk the fine line between keeping the far left happy and not alienating everyone else. Spoiler alert, it didn't work. And how about those so-called moderators posturing and doing what they could on their big night to show the entire world their superior intellect? Let's be honest, they were way out of their league. Vance embarrassed them, but not nearly as badly as they embarrassed themselves. While Walz was busy giving safe, vague answers that would have sounded at home in a college lecture, Vance was delivering blow after blow. At one point, I swear the moderators looked like they were just trying to keep up with him. You know, like runners who just realized they signed up for a marathon, not a jog in the park. But you know who the real star of the debate was? Twitter or X or whatever Elon Musk is calling it now. Social media was buzzing, and the overwhelming sentiment was that Vance absolutely dominated. The memes were great, but the most entertaining part, reading comments from liberals, the DEI trans LGBTQ champions, making fun of Vance, accusing him of wearing eyeliner of all things. But we'll talk exclusively about the less hypocrisy in our next video. One viral tweet summed up the debate perfectly. J.D. Vance just gave a masterclass on how to crush a debate. Walz was still talking about coming together while Vance was already sprinting towards solutions. So who won? Well, if you believe in strong borders, a thriving economy, and getting rid of government overreach, J.D. Vance was your clear winner. He didn't just win the debate, he owned it. He came prepared with real solutions, not feel-good platitudes. While Walz was playing small ball, Vance was hitting grand slams. And this debate showed us that J.D. Vance is exactly what this country needs in its leadership. He's bold, he's principled, and he's ready to stand up for the people who've been forgotten by the elites. And you better believe he's going to take that fight all the way to the White House. Maybe it's because he's just better, or maybe it's Maybelline. Well, that's all for today's episode of Red Rights and You. Join us next time, and please invite your friends and family to join us as well. And until then, stay the course, stay strong, and stay patriotic. God bless you all, and God bless America.